Bill Belichick was voted the second most overrated coach in the NFL right now.
He gets a lot of credit, though. Bill Belichick takes a lot of credit for what New England's done over the past 10 years.
But that's why, how is he considered the most overrated?
Because...
Or second most overrated. Rex Ryan, I get. Look, his regular season record, pretty much 500. You made 2 AFC championship games. That's awesome. Since then, and you're on pace now for what, your second or third straight year without making the playoffs. So the Rex Ryan thing, I get. They've never been a dominant team in the regular season. They've always fought to win every game that they do win. And they tend to lose. When they do lose, they tend to get beat up for the most part. So I get the Rex Ryan one. I do. I truly do. I like Rex Ryan, but I get where players are coming from. How is Bill Belichick overrated?
He is overrated. What do you mean, how is he not overrated?
He's won 3 Super Bowls, and he's made it to 5 in the last 12 years.
Okay.
How many coaches can you say that about?
Remove Bill Belichick from the equation.
Okay.
Tom Brady, the rest of that team and that offense, do they win any championships without Bill Belichick?
Maybe.
Okay. How many Super Bowls does Bill Belichick win without Tom Brady?
Probably at least 1.
No.
That team with Bledsoe was really good. Bledsoe got hurt in the playoffs.
If Bledsoe would have started those playoff games, they would have lost.
You don't know that.
You do, because he keeps coming off an injury. You're not coming back and being the same player you were.
Brady came in because of the injury.
Yeah, and that's why the team started rolling.
What you're really talking about is lose the injury.
No. You can't lose the injury. The injury happened. What I'm saying, though, is Bill Belichick had a choice. Start Tom Brady or start Bledsoe, who had been your QB. He made the decision that the team is rolling and the team had a good chemistry and the team is flowing, and that he didn't want to screw that up by putting Bledsoe back in the mix because he didn't think it would work out the same way. So he stuck with Tom Brady. They don't win the Super Bowl that year without Tom Brady. That's just a fact.
See, you can't say it's a fact.
It's a fact.
No, it's your opinion. That is not a fact. A fact is something that cannot be argued.
You cannot argue the fact that Bledsoe didn't start in the playoffs.
No, you can't, but you can argue the fact that if that injury does not happen, that Bledsoe could not have taken them to the Super Bowl. You can't argue that. Well, you can argue it, but you can't say it's a fact. The simple fact of the matter is the injury happened. Brady got put in. They went on and won a Super Bowl. If the injury doesn't happen, that New England team was still playing very good football that year with Bledsoe at quarterback. It's not like they were 3-6 and Brady came in and put them on a 7-game win streak and then won through the playoffs. They were already a playoff team with Bledsoe.
Yeah, but they weren't a Super Bowl team with Bledsoe.
And that's just an opinion. That's what I'm trying to say. Is
how many Super Bowls has Bledsoe won as a starting QB?
And none. And how many Super Bowls has Brady won in the past 5 years? None. He's gotten there twice
3
and
under his
lost.
belt, but he's got 5 in the last 10 years.
And that's awesome. That's what I'm trying to say. Bill Belichick has gotten that team, no matter who's completely different rosters compared to what they had in the early 2000s compared to now, and he still gets them to the Super Bowl. And the only 2 constants on that roster are Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Not only that, how many coaches out there have had coaching jobs because they coached under Bill Belichick?
How many of them are succeeding?
Not many.
Romeo Crennel, Charlie Weiss, who else you got?
Mangini, who works for ESPN.
Mangini. I'm trying to think who else. I want to say Saban is a part of the Belichick.
Well, there's a lot more people
but
out
I'm saying,
there that are under
who really
the Belichick
succeeded
tree.
as a head coach or really coaching elsewhere without Bill Belichick? Nobody. His tree is not Parcells' family tree. As much as people want to make it out to be, he is not Parcells.
And I won't argue with you on that. But
he may have been under the Parcells. Didn't Belichick coach under Parcells?
Yeah,
I'm pretty
Parcells
sure
is like...
Yeah.
But that's the thing. You got to keep in mind. The Parcells tree is freaking huge.
It's like a redwood.
It's ridiculous.
It's like a California redwood. It's
The
just
amount
giant.
of coaches, whether they're head coaches or coordinators in the NFL, that are where they are because of Bill Parcells is unimaginable. You cannot name we'd take almost a whole 2 hours trying to figure out every single coach that's out there because of Bill Parcells. But I have a hard time for people saying Bill Belichick's gotten to 2 Super Bowls in the last 5 years. He's the only other guy that gets to say that is Tom Coughlin. That's it.
Talk about a guy who's overrated.
But that's it. So,
by the way, how is he not?
Belichick overrated?
He better have been number 3 on that list.
Who, Coughlin?
Coughlin.